Hi everyone, thanks for coming back for another lesson. Today it's going to be goodbye. So we're going to look at different ways to say goodbye. There's lots of standard ways to say goodbye in the UK, such as goodbye, see you later, bye, and other similar. We do, however, have a number of phrases which we use for certain circumstances and scenarios. And we're going to look at some of those today. Firstly, thanks for having me. We often thank someone when we've stayed at their house for a period of time, normally overnight. It's basically a short version of saying thanks for having me over. As an example sentence, say we've stayed at our parents' house for a couple of nights over Christmas. We could say, thanks for having me, bye, see you later. Have a good one. Or have a good one, depending on your accent. We use this to wish another person a good day after we leave. So, I wish you to have a good day. Have a good one. As an example, we use this in informal situations. Say you've just had a beer with your friend and you're now getting ready to leave. You'd say, have a good one, take care, bye-bye. I've got to take off. When you need to leave, possibly in a rush, but you want a polite, informal way of saying goodbye. Example, say you're having a coffee with your friend, but you realize that you're going to be late back to work, so have to leave in a hurry. Oh crap, oh, I'm gonna have to take off, sorry, bye. Toodle pip. This is a traditional, slightly out of date, formerly upper class English style of saying goodbye. We don't use the phrase much anymore, but it's known to most people, and it has a kind of sense of whimsy or a little bit of a farcical nature to it. For example, you've met friends in a very rough bar and you'd like to make them laugh as you leave. Right, toodle pip, I'm off, bye-bye. I'm afraid I have to go. This is a more formal way to apologize if you need to leave in a hurry. For example, if you're at a family member's funeral, but you realize that you need to leave to go pick up the kids and you don't want to seem rude. I'm afraid I have to go. I'm sorry to leave so abruptly, but I've got to pick the kids up. Goodbye. This week's challenge. We used those example sentences in a number of scenarios, some which are interchangeable. I'd like you to use the sentences above or other sentences for goodbye and try to apply them to the following scenarios. I'll review your answers later in the week and let you know how you've got on. Well, that's all from me. I had a lovely time interacting with all of you and I hope to get messages from you in the future. Best of luck on your English learning journeys, and that's all for now. Toodle pip.